recording? Yes, recording. Hi, my name is Donavan, aka Donavan, and welcome to the Nameless Journey podcast where we talk about everybody.
Even the fat hoes?
And that's it. Well, yeah, we'll talk about them too. So, let's go and introduce my guest.
Hey! Hey, y'all! I'm sorry.
Vanessa, she's
I'm
back
sorry.
for the podcast. She's already acting stupid.
I'm
but
back
it's all
from the
good.
dead.
We're going to go ahead and do this. So, this is my friend. She's been on the podcast before. It was a while back. She talked about boy/girl math. You guys should go check out that video. It was a really interesting video. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I went for a run this morning.
Okay.
And then got ready and came here.
It was very nice this morning. It was like really sunny.
It was really fresh this morning.
This morning around like what time?
I woke up at I woke up at 6, I'm not gonna lie. And then took a shower and then went for a run. Got back by like 7:30 and then took another shower and got ready. Just hung out.
Okay.
Vibes.
You know when you're getting ready and you have like plans and you're already like dressed and it's only like 10:30 in the morning. You're just like sitting on the edge of your bed.
Mm-hmm.
That was me this morning.
Okay.
Vibes.
Okay. So, before we jump into any of the questions, use code Donavan at AZVA and Habits365 if you want 10% off or 15% off of your purchase when you use it. And also like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. 92% of y'all are watching the video but are not subscribed to the channel. We are at 197 subscribers. Thank God for that. I just want to thank God for that for sure because, man, God is the reason why I'm still editing these damn videos. But, so, this is my co-host, Kylan. You guys already know the dealio. And let's go ahead and jump into some of these questions. I got a couple questions for you specifically, obviously.
Let's hear it.
So, you have been posting a whole lot on social media, right? What made you want to start getting back into that posting groove?
Honestly, I've just like, it's been so dry on TikTok. I've been posting a lot on TikTok. It's just been so dry on there.
Go check your TikTok out. She's been doing pretty good. I saw that you have, what, like 1.2 million likes now?
It's 1 point. Yeah, something.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, she's been posting like crazy. Go check out her content. It's really enjoyable. If you really enjoy like makeup or like fashion, go ahead and check her out.
Girly pop.
Girly pop stuff for sure. So, how is that going for you, and what made you want to get back into the
It's
groove?
going good. I think I've been like doom scrolling on TikTok for so long that I feel like none of the content is for me anymore. It's just so dry. I was like, there's no good content out there, so I'm gonna make it. I want to see stuff. I want to see cool outfits. I want to see my body type. I want to see like my facial features. I want to see my hair texture. I want to see like stuff that pertains to me, you know?
Yeah.
I want to see all that cool stuff.
It's like a journal for you in a way.
It really is a video journal because I'll throw something up and just like throw my phone out the window. Like
You said you'll upload a video and just like throw your phone out the window?
yeah, because it's a video journal. Because I saw this TikTok that was like, he's talking about, dude, I'm like 30 now and I don't remember what I did when I was 20, 21, 22, 23. And I was thinking about, I'm like, we did so much stuff last year. Like me, Dawn, and our other friend went to Coachella. I went to Outside Lands. I went to a bunch of music festivals and I barely remember any of it, which sounds awful. So I don't know. I just want to remember more things. Like, I want to be able to look back on stuff. So I'm like, let me just make a video diary. And if I just leave it in my phone, I'm definitely going to lose it. Like, you update your phone, you get a new phone, stuff like that. So when I upload it on TikTok, yeah, maybe it's my digital footprint. I can't get it off. But also that's a good thing because I can't get it off. So it will always be there for anyone to look back on. Specifically me.
Well, that's good. I like the fact that you're posting content because I remember when we talked maybe a while back, if you remember, you said that you wanted to be a content creator. And I just told you, hey, man, just go ahead and post. Just do what you want to do. It don't matter what people say, comments or anything. You just keep posting. So that also leads me to my next question. If you can give any advice to somebody that wants to create content but is scared to due to the backlash that people give you on through the comments, what strategy would you give them?
My strategy?
Or advice.
Advice?
Advice.
If you're scared, like, oh, I'm not gonna get enough views, oh, no one's gonna see it, maybe that's a good thing. Like, you need rough trials. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if don't do this, but if you scroll all the way down in my, like, the bottom of my TikTok, it's it's a bit questionable. Like, it's rough down there. Please don't do that. It's rough down there, but
Scroll a little far. 2021. Go hit that.
Don't go all the way down there. Don't go down there. But you need the rough drafts. You just need to continuously post and like make the content, because it's a learning curve. Even like with this, doing the podcast and stuff, you learn different things. You learn about like all the setup and technology and different angles and stuff. It's a big learning curve.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you just need to pump it out. Even if it's bad, you're like, I don't want to post this. I don't really feel it. Just let it go. Even put it on like close friends, you know?
Valid.
Just because like obviously my close friends, these goobers, they support me. They'll like anything, you know?
Were you scared to like actually post at first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How'd you overcome that fear?
Most of the time, because I always tell you guys or any of my friends, like, it's not that deep. I always think of it, it's like, I want to treat myself how I treat my friends, because I want the best for my friends. I love my friends. I want them to succeed. I want you guys to be successful, take care of yourselves. I want you guys to be the best. Like, I want you guys to do so good in life. I'm like, why can't I give that same energy to myself? You know? Because, like, you're your biggest hater, let's be honest. You're the only one that can look in the mirror and be like, oh, that's weird, this is weird. You can pick yourself apart, bro.
That's valid.
It's crazy. Like, I was like, why don't I treat myself as good as I treat my friends? I want to give that same energy to myself. So I started perceiving myself more as my friend.
Okay.
And that's helped a lot.
So that's how you overcome it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kai, do you have any questions? Because I kind of hit it with a little bit of a little speed round.
I got a speed round for you.
Okay. So we'll jump into that, and then I'll ask some more questions about
Okay.
your social media. So let's go into your speed round real quick.
For both of y'all, let's go. Ready? MMA or boxing?
MMA.
MMA.
She's done.
Like me.
MMA. She said Eminem. No, she said MMA.
Manums.
Ice cream or milkshakes?
Ice cream.
Chicken or salmon?
Chicken.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Dang, you guys are quick with it. Travis Scott or Drake?
Travis Scott.
Speaking
At this point, you kind of copy. Hold on. Since we brought up Drake, did y'all hear about Drake and his ding dong hanging out on Twitter?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. I don't want to.
I didn't want to.
Don't cap.
No, hell no.
I really didn't want to look it up.
Look, it was funny to me because immediately I didn't even see it, but I just went on TikTok and people were getting pissed off at him because they're like, you blessed on everything, and now you blessed down there too, and now you trying to steal my girl. At this point, he said, yeah, it's either drop an album right now, and I'll forgive you. And I was like, that's crazy. You're doing too much, bro.
I'll forgive
I
you.
seen it. I died.
Man,
I support it.
I didn't look for it. It just
I'm
came
good
to
off
me.
that. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Give me another speed round.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
What? Really?
Let me answer first.
You just taking too long. I'll answer first, then you answer next. Simple as that. What? He said, let me answer first.
Everyone's gonna think I'm copying you. That's why.
You are. I said Travis Scott. What the?
Coffee or tea? Coffee. Okay. Celsius or Red Bull?
Celsius.
Celsius.
Okay. When sleeping, socks or no socks?
No socks.
People sleep with socks on?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like fuzzy socks?
Not fuzzy socks. Probably like some thin socks. Yeah.
Because fuzzy socks, it's too warm.
Heck yeah. I'd be like,
But no socks.
no socks. Staycation or just like a night out?
Staycation.
Staycation.
Yeah. And that's the end of the speed round.
There's your speed round. Daily speed round. Kai's gonna come with those even more. So, going back to
I
you.
suck at speed rounds.
We should
know.
have made a speed round for him because he would have been all tied up.
I was going to, but then I was like, nah, because we did it on one podcast, and bro.
I did it so good on that one.
No, we did not. I said chicken nuggets or chicken tenders. He's chicken.
Yes.
No, yeah,
He
no.
gets caught up.
I was just like, yeah, let's not even do that. But going back
on
to
the
another
day.
question about social media, your social media presence is pretty big right now that I've seen. So what audience do you think attracts to your content?
Well, on TikTok, you can it gives you updates if you actually click on the settings.
Yeah.
It will tell you all basically who's watching your video and what age range, what women or men. So mostly so far who's decided to follow me, thank you so much. I love you, whoever decided to do that. It's mostly women,
Mhm.
and it's between like 18 to 25-year-olds.
Okay.
It's like 95% women and 5% men.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And what side of TikTok do you think you on? Because there's always the comedy side, because I see that you post some type of like comedy content, then you post makeup content, fashion content. So what side do you feel like you on, or do you think you're just versatile?
I think wherever it lands, it lands. I don't know what side of TikTok I'm on. My side of TikTok is basically what I post. It's everything. Like, I'll be scrolling, I'll get like a fashion one. I'll be scrolling, I'll get like someone chasing their dog. I'll get someone like, you know, like doing their makeup.
Someone chasing their dog.
Go Jay! Get your ass home! Just, it's super random stuff, and I'm like, okay. But also, I just like post what I like. Like, I want to see a funny video. I want to see an outfit video.
Yeah.
I think of something funny. I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
So it's like whatever's on your mind.
Yeah.
And just post it.
Like, why would I put myself in a category if I'm like all those things at once?
I know a lot of people keep like hundreds of drafts. And what did they say about recently with the TikTok audios? Isn't like a whole bunch of supposed to
Universal
A
get
Music
lot of my
took off all of the music because Universal Music and TikTok couldn't come to an agreement. So there's like high-end artists, like if you see like a SZA audio from her album, it won't be on there unless somebody makes it themselves. So SZA, Yeet, Drake, Lil Tecca, all those people are on Universal Music, and they're being kicked off of that because TikTok and Universal Music could have come to an agreement. So if you go on your TikToks and your audio is muted, it's because they removed the song. So I would go through there, fix the audios, because it's not going to be on the For You page if it's not fixed.
I was fixing a lot of audios last night. Dude, they took all my like Drake audios.
Oh yeah, packed up and gone.
So what do you have to do? Do you just have to, like, if you wanted to make that same sound, you have to remix it in a way, or use like a different beat
because
to
you know
it?
how people will do like let's
like
say
sped up or slow down.
Ah.
Or
yeah,
they'll put
let's
a
say
different
like
beat behind it.
a gym TikTok audio with like Yeet in the background. Then he would have to do that, you know.
Makes sense.
But other than that, I do want to move on to your presence on Instagram as well. It's not as big as it is on TikTok, but I do see that you have different styles of clothing that you switch up on, especially back from 2021 to now in 2024. Do you think you have a versatile type of appearance?
I think so.
Yeah.
I would like to perceive it that way, but I think my style is ever evolving for sure.
Okay.
I love to change my outfits all the time. Some days it's like I want to be dressed like the rock star girlfriend, like / emo. Some days I want to dress like clean girl aesthetic, whatever that means. Some days I want to dress like a cool hippie fairy girl. Some days I want
cool hippie fairy girl.
I ain't never seen that.
That's
in my
different.
to. Sometimes I want to dress.
Is that how you feel like you dressed back in 2020 or 2021?
I think so. I think that was more my style, more like silver jewelry.
Yeah,
and like,
because I went on your Instagram and I saw that like back then you was wearing like skirts and dresses. You was dressed like, I think it was a fairy for Halloween on like back in 2021. I'll throw the pictures up there, obviously. Don't be scared. I already screenshotted them. So when it comes to that, would you perceive yourself as a fashion type of person when it comes to Instagram from TikTok?
I would like to perceive it that way, but I think like it's always like like you see different Instagram accounts and they're doing like way better stuff, and it's like it's a little like demotivating, or it's like it kind of humbles you a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel humbled, but it's also like, who cares? Like, I want to dress like a fairy one day, then I'm gonna dress like a fairy, you know?
Switch it up.
Yeah. Give me some flavor. Like, I would hate to see the same silhouette on a girl's, like, Instagram every single time.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, the small top, big pants, or, like
the Pinterest girls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
Because
Pinterest.
you can find people on Pinterest that actually dress nice, but you see people that are rocking the same thing every single time. So I know that a lot of people get irritated with that, where it's like Samba's baggy pants, tight shirt, or Timberland's baggy pants, and then like work jacket. Like a lot of people wear that stuff, and people be hating on it. But if you could tell somebody, like me personally, I would tell somebody to dress however they want to dress, you know, because it don't matter what people say. Because if you got the funds for it, then go ahead and get it if you really want it. If you don't have the funds for it, then
you can
go
still make it happen.
Thrifting is the best thing to do personally. So I would give that type of advice. I've been asking you a lot of questions. I want to bring it to my co-host too, so he's involved in this whole podcast as well. So how would you feel? How do you feel about your dress and appearance and everything? Do you think you're very versatile when it comes to different clothing?
I feel like most of the time I like to be chill. Like y'all see a lot in a lot of the podcasts, like I'm just wearing like chill clothes, you know? I could dress up really, really good, but then I could also just like I like baggy, like, you know, sweatpants, a sweater
Type stuff.
Yeah, Uggs. I'm just a chill person, but it could switch up if I would like to, you know, like some nice shoes, a nice dress up clothing, but
because I've seen you dress up pretty clean. You very clean cut. Just like
clean cut.
You know how to dress nice, you know.
Yeah.
Compared to like you just relaxing in your like lounge outfit for the podcast, you know.
I love my lounge.
And also he models. So if any modeling agencies see this, go ahead and check him out. I'll throw pictures up there so you know what he be looking like. I took the photos. But you're really good with that. How is that modeling thing going for you though?
Honestly, it's at a pause right now. There's not really anything going on. I submitted a lot to some agencies, but I didn't really hear much back. It's kind of like a waiting game, but also there's a lot of scammers out there, you know?
Yeah.
So you got to really watch out like who you submit it to, because most of the time when you submit those actual good pictures, they'll use those pictures on their own website and you're not even getting paid. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So you haven't given up on it, right?
No. Right. I still am going to push forward to that because that's like a really good career I want to get into. Good. And it's not like just modeling, like taking pictures for people. I want to be like an actual runway model.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very fast paced, very busy. Like I watch a lot of YouTube videos and like fitting shows.
Do you know who Wisdom is on TikTok? No. Hey, he's really good with fashion.
Wait, did you tell me that one time?
Wisdom, he's a black dude. He wears a lot of chrome heart.
Is he really the really tall guy?
Yeah, he's pretty tall. He also
wear a skirt that one time.
Yeah, I like him.
He really knows how to put clothes on, bro. He know how to do his thing for real. I would check him out. And speaking of fashion, what is a fashion statement that you would do?
What's a fashion statement?
You know how people like when you said pants with a skirt on, that was a fashion statement. What type of fashion statement do you think you would do or pull off?
Some people think it's weird, like a long sleeve with shorts. I could pull that off. Long sleeve with shorts, or even like a sweater with shorts, jorts, jean shorts.
I don't think that's bad. I think that's a pretty like clean fit.
To some people, it's not like not. I wouldn't wear that, you know. Like I wouldn't wear that because like it's off-putting. You're off-putting.
I know what you're talking about. I got the reference. You're off pudding because you're fat, you know?
Like, you shouldn't eat any more pudding.
He's like, yeah, I got it.
I did want to switch up the topic a little bit because there was this girl I saw on Twitter. Well, it was like a storyline. Like, basically, this 14-year-old girl hung her rapist. Yeah. So, the story goes to show that a 26-year-old taxi driver from the Middle East reported for raping a 14-year-old girl, and he was found hung in the nature reserves. Now, do you think that's like... I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm not even going to say, like, do you think that's a bad thing or a good thing? I think that guy deserved it. A 14-year-old girl? That's very sad.
Yeah, that's crazy as it is. Also, for YouTube content, we're going to say grape.
Grape.
We said grape. Yeah, so that's already crazy as it is. I didn't hear this story. Was this recently?
This was recently, yeah. It's kind of sad though, because you know she probably went through a lot of stuff, but
she was the one that hung him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he deserves it though.
Most definitely. That's wild as it is. First off, like you shouldn't be doing that at all to anybody, no matter the age. But he did get what he deserved. I ain't gonna lie.
That's right. That's right.
You got any comments?
He did like Gotham. She did like Gotham Batman stuff. Like she did everything we were thinking. I'm not gonna lie. Like she's Batman. You know those memes? It's like the city needs me. That's her. That's her. Good for her.
Thong. What was that joke that you used to say?
What joke?
What do apples and something have in common?
Oh,
We
gonna leave that alone. That's not for YouTube content. That's for like kick content if I streamed. So I want to go back to fashion statements. Did you guys see what Playboi Carti was wearing? They caught him in a thong, and bro was wearing like 2 pairs of shorts, and he was sagging one pair. To see the thong, and then another pair of shorts was sagging as well.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
It was not a thong.
What was it?
It was a bodysuit unclipped, and it was just like the back of it. Cause I zoomed in. I saw you repost it on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's crazy.
So I paused
had to
it.
tell somebody.
I paused it, screenshot, zoomed in. I'm like, there's no way, because I had to know. It's a bodysuit. It was just a mesh bodysuit unclipped, hanging, dangling out the back. Did it look bad? Yes. But he probably tried on the bodysuit and was like, I like the long sleeve, I like the mesh. But he just didn't.
He wasn't showing any of the long sleeve though.
He didn't cut off the bodysuit part with the clips. So it did look like a thong. But that's me defending him.
You could try to defend him. Either way, that looked like a thong.
Was it a thong?
It looked like it. And the fact that it was tucked in the back.
It wasn't.
So that it wasn't tucked. Okay, why was it so tight on the back of his butt?
I don't know.
Exactly. So
He's
that's
got
what I'm saying. So no. So basically, that thing was either clipped at the bottom, it was hugging his nuts, and after that, it was tucked in between his crack. So now you see what's happening, bro. Would you count that as a fashion statement?
I don't think you should be showing your thongs or letting it show out like that. But no,
I think it was just different because he was sagging 2 pairs of shorts at the same time too.
Layered up.
That's why I said, okay, they saw him, he got in the car, leaned forward, and then it was like stretched. Like it was underneath.
I'll show you.
You know, so it was crazy.
Huh.
Actually, let me just pull it up.
Pull it up.
Like you lean over and you see like the 2 shorts with the
Have you ever
thong?
seen like a girl in a bodysuit and it's like unclipped? That's what it looked like to me.
Like the bodysuit that's like tucked in,
Yeah.
like snipped in.
Yeah, but it was unclipped. So it was unclipped. So does that make it a little less like?
Does this look unclipped to you?
It's unclipped. The flaps on his butt. Do you see that? You see the buttons?
That thing is tucked into
Look
his
with
cheeks.
your eyes. Look with your eyes.
That's what I'm saying. That thing is tucked into
Let me
his
see.
cheeks.
Let me see. The clips. You
Kinda
not see the
hot.
little buttons? You got.
It's kind of hot.
That's what you know. It's unclipped, Dawn.
No,
Yes, it is.
bro, it's literally
Donovan's
tucked
zooming in on guy's butt.
Nigga, you literally screenshotted it. It's in your phone. Like you looking at a dude's butt in a thong. Like, come on now, let's keep it
It's a
10,000.
bodysuit, not a thong. Anyway.
So going
There's a
back to that,
difference,
like
but-
I said, do you think that would be a fashion statement, or consider that a fashion statement?
To some people, it probably would be, but I personally would not do that.
Because there's a lot of people that dress outlandish in the industry. So I wanted to get your opinion on that. Would you count that as a fashion statement or not? No.
That's not not to me.
What about you?
No, because if you're gonna wear a bodysuit, wear it all the way.
And what fashion statement would you do?
A fashion
Yourself.
statement that I would do? I don't know. Any fashion statement I want to do, I just wear it. I'm really starting to like I really do want to get back into skirts. So I pulled out some of my old like thrifted skirts and I ordered some more. But I also want to do like skirts with like graphic tees. I feel like there's a lot of like little like dainty tops when you wear skirts, but I want some like oversized graphic tees on skirts, like hella chains and like the quarter sleeve, kind of like Lil Yachty on the top and then like Fairy Princess on the bottom. If that makes sense.
You're really good at like tailoring your clothes, right?
Yeah, I know how to sew. I
Okay.
know how to like take in my waist, or I could like I've made like whole tops before. I have like a few like they're not the best, but I like made my own patterns before. Like I had this dress with like the top part like ties really pretty in the middle, but I just wanted it as a top because the skirt didn't fit my hips. So I just made the top, and I've always been able to make like clothes. My mom bought me a sewing machine for my 18th birthday, so I love tailoring stuff. That's why I feel like thrifting is perhaps a little easier for me, because even if something doesn't fit me like perfectly, I can be like, well, I can fix this. One time I bought like a pair of black Levi's, like vintage jeans. They were like a size 42 or something. They were like huge.
Yeah.
In waist?
Yeah, they were huge. But I chopped them.
Rollies pants. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Freaking Rolly.
I butchered those pants. I chopped them up. I took off the pockets, took in the waist. Like I chopped them up, and now they fit me really nice actually, and they have a really good distressed look to them. Honestly, I love them.
That's cool.
So it all kind of started at 18 when your mom bought you that sewing machine.
I used
Or
to
was
use,
it before?
I used to use her old one. Hers was really old, and it was like really crunchy.
That one day you gotta go like that on the floor. Oh, because there's some old ones where you gotta like tweeze it on the floor and like, yeah.
Be like that.
That's
The 1800 ones.
not that, but it was really rough. It ran like an old rough car, and it weighed like 1,000 pounds, bro. I would be like trying to carry
Strong
it.
as hell.
Oh,
Yeah,
big bag.
I've been trying to carry it places. It's way too heavy. But she got me one for my birthday, and it's so nice and light and smooth, and it's like it has all the attachments, and I could make buttonholes with it and all of that. I love it.
Okay, so what age were you like started to get into like sewing and everything when
What
it came to
age?
clothing?
Maybe
Not saying when you
She
learned
said
it,
right
but when
off
you
the-
started doing your own clothes.
when I started doing my own clothes.
Like what age?
Maybe like I really like figured it out when I was probably like 16, 17.
16. Okay.
When I really cause like pants never fit me right. I've always wanted like baggy pants. Like for the longest time, I only wore skinny jeans because like baggier pants never fit me because my measurements are kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I would always like buy like oversized pants and they just never fit me in the waist. So I'm like, I'm sick of this. Let me figure out how to fix this damn waist because I want to wear baggy pants too.
Yeah.
Even if I'm like a little like more built on the bottom half, I want to wear baggy pants.
Yeah.
Let me in. I want to be a part of this. So I finally figured it out. The best decision I ever made, teaching myself how to do that.
Really though, because like you said, when you go thrifting, it's the easiest thing. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like how that looks, but I'll tailor it. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
It
So-
opens up a lot of options.
I do know that you wanted to talk about a little something. You showed me your notes, so I'm gonna give you the opportunity to go ahead and talk about
Is
that.
this my turn?
This is the Moonbeam Popsicle segment, and she's gonna talk a little bit of stuff that she has in her notes. I verified it, so it is good. So
Guys, look at my
close
notes.
your ears, put your earbuds in, get some hot Cheetos, eat, and let's go ahead and start it.
This is my whole like PowerPoint that I had to run by Don and Kai first. It was so exciting. Anyways, mind you, every time I see like a very interesting TikTok, like a scientifically like TikTok, I'm like, hold on, and I go on a deep dive on Google, and then it's 2 a.m. and I have like 20 of these in my notes. I have one about like lightning. I have a few, but we won't get into that part.
Let's go ahead and run through it because you got 3 minutes before that camera shut off.
Oh, okay. So we're going to talk about how scientifically when you feel someone's vibe, it's good or bad. Or you can like feel it. So what is a good or bad vibe? Let's just get into it. So your heart can pump. Let me get in my notes. Your heart produces enough energy to power a truck for 20 miles of driving every day. So every 24 hours, your heart pumps enough blood. It got rhythm to it. Because if that rhythm's off, then you need like a pacemaker. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, so your heart pumps blood, but it's an electrical system. There's like a clump of cells in there in your heart that is electrical, and it pumps to tell the rest of your body to be like, hey, I'm here. So your heart emits electromagnetic waves out of your body. What are electromagnetic waves? Well, let's break it down. Electrical waves, when you like get shocked by like a piece of fabric, or you like rub someone's hair and the balloon comes up, like that's electricity. That's what you can see. And then what's magnets? What's magnetic waves? When you hold a magnet, they pull together, and when you flip them, they push apart. That's the magnetic wave.
Okay.
So electrical magnetic waves basically are just like, so they're called waves. So electrical waves go up and down. Let's say magnet waves go side to side. So they're just like going together and intersecting. And that's an electrical magnetic wave. And that's what your heart's pumping out.
Okay.
And this energy radiates around you in like a 3 feet radius. So basically, like your aura, your energy, your vibe. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that makes sense though, because whenever I used to help my dad try to do this antenna thing for him to watch the game, the more that your body goes towards the antenna, it'll work. And the further that you go away from it, the antenna's like, you know? So that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's like absolutely crazy. And then let's see what else.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause you for a second. You explained it on the dot for sure. Your camera did shut off, so thank you for watching the Nameless Journey podcast. Best podcast in my home, obviously, because we're not that big. So like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because we are ending this 30-minute mark. And also hit that bell if you want notifications when we drop a video. Use code Donavan AZVA at Habits365 and get 10% off and 15% off of your purchase. And we'll catch y'all later. Go listen to the extended version if you want to hear some more about the magnetic waves and everything that she's talking about. Deuces. Go ahead and jump into yours.
So that's why when you're around certain people, you can feel their vibe. Like, I don't like the energy of this person, or I don't like the vibe of this person. Or have you ever been around someone where you just feel drained? You just feel like
Doesn't charge your battery,
Yeah.
it just drains it more. That
you
sucks.
you get away from, like, you're in the vicinity and then the rest of the day you feel drained. Well, that's basically their vibe or their electromagnetic wave, like, draining you. And I don't know what book it was from, but my mom told me this, like, scientist that, like, studied, like spiritual stuff, like, that coincides with this. It's like, don't ever eat a meal with someone you don't like, because it will give you indigestion. What? What? That's crazy, though. Like, especially, like, when I hang out with Kai or, like, Yesenia, my battery's so recharged. I feel like rejuvenated.
Yeah.
It's the best feeling ever, and that's like our vibes coinciding and liking each other.
It's like natural serotonin or yeah, this can't be melatonin because melatonin makes you tired, but serotonin, it's like natural serotonin.
Or have you ever been just like drawn to someone for no reason? You're just like
I had to go talk to them.
Yeah, you're like drawn to them.
Sometimes I don't really care to talk to people.
You're drawn to them, or like some people just like gravitate towards you. Like you so happen to be doing something, and somehow they make it near you. You're just like drawn to people. Like an example, like you know how like moths or like bugs, they like fly into the light and kill themselves. They're just like drawn to it for no reason.
Fly to the light. Do they really like?
Have you seen that? Like I don't know if it kills them.
Oh, maybe that like the insect killer.
Yeah, the insect killer one, but. Yeah. When you're like drawn to something, it's like a bug, but like we're not bugs obviously, but you're drawn to certain people's energy, and that I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool though.
It's just I love going on deep dives, figuring out. I am a student of the world, and my hunt for knowledge is unsatisfiable.
Then it's 2 a.m. You gotta go to sleep.
I gotta get up and go to the gym. Oh no!
Yikes. Okay, so I think I asked this question in the other podcast with both us, but can y'all name like 3 continents? I don't think you did, Don.
3 continents?
Yeah.
Continents. Australia, Africa, and Asia.
Wow. What about you, Don?
This is for the guests. I'm the main host. She's talking about it.
Can you name one?
Yes.
Okay.
Africa.
America. That's good.
The US of A.
I kind of want to go into
okay.
A little bit like kind of like a sentimental way, but like how did COVID affect you guys? Like this is kind of like old news, but at the same time too, I haven't really talked about it. So like, has COVID affected you guys in a negative or positive way, or did it like let's talk about it.
I would say it affected me in a negative way for sure.
Yeah.
I did get super big during that time. I was 250 pounds. And on top of that, I was working at KFC, and that was the only human interaction I was having with people. Everything was through Zoom. I was just starting college as well, and I was supposed to go to university. I was supposed to go to Azusa Pacific, and they were trying to have me pay for like room and board, even though I wasn't going to be on campus.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So they would have you pay for the
so
room.
I would pay for classes and room and board, but I wouldn't be on campus until they let us come back on campus. So it was just kind of like a down payment in his way, but it was like, why am I paying that money if I'm not going to be there on the campus?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to Bakersfield College, so I could just go ahead and do that and knock it out. And I've been doing online ever since that. But it did affect me in a negative way because I didn't know how to interact with a human being like that anymore, because first off, I was just coming out of high school, so I didn't have that opportunity to come out of high school and start learning how to be a man. And the way of me learning how to be a man was KFC, because I'm interacting with customers and angry customers, co-workers. That was the only interaction I was having when it came to it. So I feel like it did affect me in a negative way. But what about y'all?
I think before COVID happened, I was already a little like depressed, and then COVID happened. So well, it just like added to it. It was just like one layer of like being sad, and then what? Bam! It was like another layer of being like sad and like isolated, and then I got this job where I met you guys, and I feel like things really like got better after that. I'm not gonna lie. Like COVID was hard, I think, for everyone. Because everyone had plans, like people were gonna go to school, like you said you were gonna go to school, people like were gonna travel probably that year. Like it was like everyone was ready to have a good year, and then it immediately just all halt, stay inside, stay indoors. It put a pause on everybody's life, and it definitely takes a toll because no one really had to deal with that ever before.
Yeah. I don't think it affected me in a negative way or like a positive way. I just felt like my life just stopped for a minute. For 2-3 years, dude.
Yeah.
I don't remember what specific, like if I don't remember where I was at in that lifetime. I just remember being stuck on TikTok, like with my dog, eating lots of food. It really just put my life at a halt. Like it really did, and it didn't affect me in a negative way or a positive way. It was just like you couldn't do nothing, and you were only. I think it kind of brought me and my mom specifically together more, just because like sometimes she couldn't work. At that time, I wasn't working full time, and it kind of just brought me and my mom together. But it also put me like more on social media. Like I feel like that's how I am now too, is like I'm just stuck on TikTok or stuck on YouTube, like scrolling for hours and hours. And that's how it was for those past 2 to 3 years. I did get into painting a little bit, but it didn't really like stick around. So that's what I would say. It didn't really affect me in a negative.
COVID normalized like scrolling on TikTok for like 3 or 4 hours laying in bed. It normalized like being on your phone and rotting in bed. So now that like the panoramic is over, it's still normal to like sit in bed and just rot. But like before pre-pandemic, I feel like if you told someone, yeah, I just like laid in bed all day and scrolled in a dark room, be like, what? You would do a double take, be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
What's going on with, so do we need to talk about that? But now after, everyone's like, oh, okay. Like, they don't blink an eye. That's like a day off for people now.
Yeah, dude, because like when you were before the pandemic, you could do anything. You can go out, have fun or whatever. And then once COVID hit, they were like threatening you. Like, if you go outside, then that's bad. So it's like, oh, I got to stay at home. You have to stay at home.
And things used to be 24 hours. What y'all know about a 24-hour Walmart?
Not anymore.
What y'all know about that?
Close at 7.
No, literally, dude.
Yeah. It just sucks.
I used to be outside bowling at a Walmart out 3 a.m. Like, what are we doing? Now
I wish more
like,
stuff was 24/7.
Dude, me too, because I'd be out.
Yeah.
We would be out. No sleep schedule.
I'd be gone. Sleep.
Okay, when you guys were younger and you guys seen like your parents or like adults like eating stuff, like for instance, okay, so I used to see my mom eat avocados and like different types of food, and I was younger. I'm like, I'm never eating that. What's like a food that you did that back then? Like, oh, I'm not gonna eat that, but you eat it now. Like, you actually find it enjoyable.
For me, it's definitely like menudo, cause like all the like in menudo they put like the tripe, which is like the pig intestine.
Ew, that's disgusting. It's so slimy.
They'll put pig's feet, like the whole foot, like hoof and all, in the soup. Like that's what's in menudo. But now, my big back self, Give me a little of that foot. Let me give me that toe. And it's smacking. I'm not gonna hold you.
She's sucking toes.
Shout out Emmanuel.
You guys.
You bite the toenails for you too?
He said, "Yeah, I bite the toenails off."
Who said that?
It was on a podcast that we had with my friend Emmanuel and Joaquin. Shout out Thong. He said that
Good for him.
when he was younger, he used to bite his fingernails, but also bite his toenails off because he didn't know what toenail clippers were.
Oh, I saw that.
I was like, "Nah, that's ridiculous."
Yeah, that was funny.
He's living his truth. I support it.
Go brush your teeth, Emmanuel. So, you said
I say avocados and onions.
avocados and onions.
Yeah, I used to not like avocados, but
What?
now you put it on a toast, like avocado toast, or just eat it
Eat it
by
straight.
itself.
With some
It's
salt.
good.
I say
Yeah.
snap peas.
Huh?
Snap peas.
Snap peas?
Mm-hmm.
Those little peas you put in salad and you like snap them.
Like the,
The whole
actual
thing.
pea vine,
Yeah.
or yeah,
Like the
Those
flat
are-
ones.
I like those. I'll sit there and eat them for real. I'll just
Just
sit
by
down and eat 'em.
itself.
They're like
good.
sweet. They're pretty good.
Like I'm like no ranch, no nothing. Just eat them.
Hmm.
They good.
It's like mini carrots, kind of. They're pretty
They're
good.
pretty good. I like
try
them. So, we did go into how COVID affected us, and I wanted to talk about how I feel like COVID affected relationships as well, because a lot of people talked over the phone, and I feel like that's been normalized even more. So, what do you guys think about that? I think we talked about this on a podcast, me and Kai, about how nowadays relationships are only through the phone, and when it's in person, it's not like it is through the phone. So how do you feel about that?
I feel like it's just normalized it too much. Like guys will just like slide up on your DM and be like, "I did enough." What? You
Wait.
didn't do anything.
Wait, run that back.
Huh?
No, like say that one more time.
Like
For row 3.
guys will just slide in your DM and think they did enough.
Okay. Yeah.
They're like, well, it's like, just pull up. Like, COVID's over. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to see me? You're just texting me. Send me some flowers. Or, like, pull up. Set the date. Set the date. Pull up for the date. Like,
Yeah.
it's not doing enough anymore. It's just so normalized. I don't know. And it's like, maybe you'll see them in person and they won't pull up. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what are we doing?
Okay.
What's going on?
What about you, Kai?
What was the question again?
Do you think ever since COVID, relationships have been normalized to only you talk through the phone and text?
So annoying.
I feel like, I don't know, like, not even just relationships. I think everything's like over the phone. I remember when I got the job, it was like over the phone too. That was very different. Like the interview was all, bro, you could record three different times to submit your interview. That was very, very different.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I don't really like have relationships over the phone, but I think it's very different because people are just too comfortable hiding behind the screen,
Yeah.
especially the
Yeah.
haters too.
Yeah, most definitely. I see
So-
y'all guys' comments on YouTube.
LOL, I
Y'all
love
ain't
you.
slick. I see it
He's
all.
coming for you.
I ain't stupid.
He said,
I
I
heard-
ain't stupid.
I ain't stupid. I ain't coming for you because I don't care.
Always
But I
in
see
my-
y'all comments. It motivates me. I appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing.
It's me.
It motivates me to continue to push on with the podcast to make you guys mad. So,
You get famous out of spite.
boo hoo, nigga. Like, like what?
Always in my profile views, never in my likes. What you looking for, bestie?
Like, do your thing,
Yikes.
man. We don't stop the flow.
You were in my profile.
Nobody.
You were in my profile views. Fuck it, let's give him something to look at.
Pookie.
Okay, I do want to ask this question then. So when it comes to the relationships and text messaging and everything and how it's been normalized a lot, do you think a man, when they're about to go on a date with you, would you want them to walk up to the door like it was back then and meet dad and shake the hand, or would you want them to text you and be like, "Oh, I'm outside"?
They don't have to be my dad per se, but I would appreciate if you came knocked on the door, cause this ain't Uber Eats or you're not one of my.
For real. Like, sheesh, I gotta walk out. Gosh.
This ain't Uber Eats, and you're not one of my little friends. Like, this is a different relationship than like Don, or you could text me like, "Hey, I'm outside." I'll be like, "Okay," and I'll like skip to your car. But like, it's a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic if you're actually like trying to pursue something with this person. Like, Do you even like me then? Like, get out of the car, come get me.
Show something, like an action.
Give me if they wanted to, they would. If someone really likes you, they're buying you drinks, they're buying you stuff, they're pulling up to your house, like they're dropping stuff off at your door. Like, if you don't have enough energy to just walk to the door and be like, I'm here to get you for our date, then do you even really like me? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Okay.
That's true though, because I remember when I went to go visit my mom in Texas, I was talking to her husband, and he was saying like how my mom's getting super spoiled, and she's adapting to him like more and more, because he'll open the door for her. She's too spoiled. Like, he'll do a lot of like the manly things that the guys don't do now, as far as like opening the door for that woman every time. Or just like stepping up, being that man, you know? You don't see that nowadays.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool to see that in my mom. Like, she's really spoiled on that end.
That's beautiful, though.
Yeah. You're supposed to do that, for sure.
Yeah. Come on, man. If you're listening, do that to these girls. Come on. Come on.
But I will say this. You do it for the right girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you in a relationship with them and she's perfect for you and you just mess it up because you're stupid. And it's like, that's on you, bro. But if you have somebody that's not good and she considers herself a queen, but she's not really a queen, then it's like,
if it's just,
I understand that, but still, you always be polite regardless of who you are. So that brings me to my next question. Do you believe in the saying, treating people how you want to be treated?
Yeah. I believe in it.
You believe in that saying?
I believe in treating people better than how you're being treated, because that also goes back to being like just like a good person, like giving people grace even if they're having like a bad day. Like, don't match the energy. Give them like good energy back, because sometimes they'll like recoil and be like, damn, maybe I was being a bad person. And then it could turn a whole situation around. Like, you could put someone back in a good mood, and they'll be thinking about that for the rest of the day. Like, you gotta fight like bad energy with good energy, for sure. And being like a nicer kind, you gotta be the bigger person. Like, it's hard, don't get me wrong. Like, we're all people, we all like snap, for sure. We all snap. I snap. But I think if you can pause in that moment, give someone better energy than they're giving out.
Most definitely.
That's valid.
So that also ties into the next question. What about the self-evaluating of ourselves then? Because like you said, we all snap at people here and there. But when it comes to it, sometimes we treat people less than, right? We want to be treated how we treat people, but sometimes we just treat people with so much disrespect and being rude or saying mean comments to them, and then we get that same energy back, and then it's like, oh, why do I deserve this? You know? So I believe in the same, but then again, are we really following it? You know? That's how I feel when it comes to it. Are we really following? Are we really doing what we preach?
I think it's you just gotta try. Like, obviously in the moment, I'm gonna defend myself. If someone goes, I'm gonna defend myself. But if it's something more minute, obviously I'm gonna try to be the bigger person. But I'm gonna give it like 70-30. Like, probably 70% of the time I'm a bad person, don't get me wrong. That 30% of the time that I'm trying to do better is where it makes more of an impact on me.
She said 70-30.
She said 70-30.
And the 70 is the bad. The 70 is the bad part.
Honest.
I was like, I thought she was going to say 70 is the good part. She said, no, 70
the 70 is the bad part. I was like, oh.
This year's about growing and getting better, but you have to be self-aware about how bad you're treating yourself to be better. You have to be aware.
What did you say in that last part? You said you have to
be self-aware enough to know that you're being a bad person to get better.
True.
You have to.
Girl, you leaned back. I wasn't even listening about that. I just like looked over.
This couch is really comfortable.
I was like, she finna go to sleep. She gonna kick her feet up and start.
I could not. Ow.
I was like, God.
It's true though, because some people really don't think what before they speak, and they actually hurt some people's feelings. Like most,
I be doing that sometimes, but
do you really learn from it though? It's like some people don't learn from it though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I just test I'm more like I test the waters first, because it's just like, if I know they can't take it, then I'm not gonna do it. I'll be quiet, right? But if I know that some people can take it and they know it's like jokes type stuff, then because I'm not the type of person to just be popping off on people like at random moments. I'm more of a person that defends, but just with joy, right? So like if somebody's trying to come at me sideways or something, and I'm cracking a joke and I'm laughing, and then other people are laughing, yo, this is all fun and games to me. But if it's somebody that's really trying to like elbow me and try to get on my nerves, then it's like I'm gonna say something crazy back. It's gonna be, yeah, and you're not winning. I'm competitive.
Yeah, he said you're not winning.
You're not winning.
You're not gonna win this fight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's valid. Yeah.
That's just me personally.
Don would go to the ends of the earth.
Oh no, I didn't. I got thoughts in my head. I got one for everybody.
Spiel it out.
I got like 20 in the chamber.
Everybody. Oh, wow. Yeah.
You just have somebody standing over there. I give them one just because it was there.
They gonna get some
for future references, if you meet Dawn, just say hi and be nice.
Be very polite.
You be nice, I'll be nice.
Yeah.
If you be rude, I'm either gonna walk away, and if you keep going with it, you're asking for it.
That goes both ways.
You're poking a bear.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. That's what I'm saying. So I want to bring it back to relationships types wise. And I mostly made this question for you because I wanted to get your opinion due to the fact that you are a woman.
Yes.
In a relationship, would you rather have the man make the first move, or would you rather make the first move?
Oh my God, I'm so happy you asked this question.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather choke.
I was like...
I would rather choke than make the first move. I'd rather die alone than make the first move, if I'm being completely honest. Like, because let's bring it back. If a guy liked you enough,
my neck itch.
he would
Rather die?
What
about the girls that actually propose to their man, or like stuff like that?
I would rather jump off something than do that.
Okay.
You don't understand, because you know what I think about, like, all the weirdos at my job that used to work there. Bros would literally just like follow me around. Like, if they liked you enough, they would. And maybe that's too much, obviously, but if a guy really did like you, he would. Because if a guy's like really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, they'll do some crazy stuff.
And we saw that from Exhibit A.
Y'all have
Exhibit A, we saw. I saw from a distance.
You
What are you talking about? Think?
visibly seen, like, guys go like beyond, even if you didn't want it. So yeah, if you don't want to make the first move, you just don't like me that much, and that's okay. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna find someone that does like me that much, and maybe it's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for me, and that's okay. Perhaps, damn.
You like the crazy guys?
No, but I would prefer some
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's crazy.
I think crazy when you say that.
crazy for me, perhaps, but in a good way. There's like healthy ways and like obviously bad ways to be like obsessed with your partner.
I think this though, when we talked about how there's crazy people that are doing the most, and dudes that mess it up where they're like following you around and everything, I feel like it messes it up for the good dudes.
Yeah.
Because now they're scared to do that because they don't want to be seen as a weirdo or somebody trying to approach a girl just because they're trying to get their number. Even though that is like a polite way, because if I go up to somebody that has trauma, when it comes to somebody like running up on them trying to get their number, or catcalling them or something like that. And me personally, I'm a type of person to go up to you politely and I'm like, hey, I really think you're beautiful. I would like to get your number, right? They gonna think it's weird, you know?
Wait, can you tell me what catcalling is?
Catcalling?
Yeah.
What is it, Don?
Y'all don't know what catcalling is?
I really don't.
You've been catcalled like multiple times. Like, I'm trying to figure out how you don't know. Like, let's be real. You literally had a dude that was following you.
Can we get a definition?
I don't even want to hear nothing for you. Like, you already know what it is. I'm telling you, I got one in the chamber for everybody. Boo, 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 boo. Everybody done. Like, come on now. So, like I was saying, y'all be playing like I ain't gonna have something already
I'm
ready
gonna run out of here.
Y'all be playing like I don't got nothing already ready for you, man. Come on now.
I'm gonna run out this place.
I got one in the chamber for everybody. Everybody's done.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
I started sweating.
Y'all thought I wasn't prepared? Like, what? You'll never catch me lacking.
I just wanted to know what it meant.
Search it up.
Okay.
Or go outside for an example. Well, you've already got that before. So
What?
huh? So going back to that, I think a lot of good dudes, well, a lot of bad dudes messed it up for good dudes that are
Yeah.
trying to come to them. So kind of sucks for us.
What's it say, Kai? Since
Make a whistle, shout, or comment of a sexual nature to a woman passing by.
gas station's not safe for any bad bitch, if I'm being honest. Any baddie, excuse me. It's just not. After 5 p.m., it's wraps. Like,
You ain't never seen that where a dude be like, dang, just like see them walk past and be like, dang, like, you know, like,
Yeah,
Then you be like,
makes
okay, you
sense.
doing too much. You know, that's
Maybe
wild to me
everyone-
personally.
far too much.
The wolf whistle.
You know what's sad?
What?
I think I got catcalled more when I was like underage than I like.
Go
than-
home. You can leave.
I'm serious.
That's scary.
That's ridiculous.
I'm
bro.
serious.
Come on now.
I've definitely gotten catcalled more like underage than like actually being catcalled as like a full blown like adult woman. For sure. For
It's
sure.
always the weirdos, bro. The weirdos
For
always mess it
sure.
up for the good dudes, bro.
For sure. That's just like something I've heard about catcalling and like experiencing it.
But you a grown man going after an underage girl. That's
what I'm
ridiculous.
saying.
to
Like,
me.
what are y'all doing?
There's too many
Y'all
weirdos out there, bro.
ill
That's
at this
different,
point.
bro. That's crazy. I don't understand why people are doing that personally.
I don't think we do either.
Well, it's just disgusting
And I'm
altogether.
Get
bro.
Yeah.
a grip.
No,
Get a
lock
grip.
him up. I'm done.
Electric
Lock him
chair.
Lock him up. Put him
What
underneath
did-
the prison.
That-
What did Wendy Williams say? Death to them all. And all the crowd, her whole like live audience crowd was like, whoa, like no one took it well.
What did she say?
Do you remember the Wendy Williams show?
No,
Oh, well.
I know who Wendy Williams is, but I never
she
saw
used
that
to
part.
have a like a TV show,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she was talking about some drama, and she was like, "Death to them all," and the crowd
She's like, oh,
and the crowd did not take it well.
Yeah.
The whole crowd was
There
like,
was a clip.
ooh, like the whole crowd did not take it well.
Does she still have that show or no?
No.
no. Who takes over? There's some other girl that took over on it now, but Wendy Williams, I do remember seeing a clip on her like saying that she used to do coke a lot,
Oh
Wendy
yeah, I saw that
Williams?
clip.
Yeah.
she did
She
it.
looked like it.
and that's how like she was able to work and go to
Yeah.
the studio all the time.
Because
She'd just be like,
Did her?
Mhm.
yeah, tweaking.
Mm-hmm. She had her eyes like that when she passed
Yeah.
out. I remember that. That was crazy.
Because before the show, she did a radio show, so just her voice.
Mm-hmm.
And the show ran from like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m.
And the only time she
like
was there for
overnight.
a week.
So she would do lines before the show so she could stay awake, and she did it 5 times.
Yeah, that's
She did it
different.
5 times a week. That's why.
That's crazy.
Mhm. That's sad.
So I want to move into a little some when it comes to pop culture nowadays. I don't know if you guys saw what happened with Aiden Ross and Playboi Carti. Aiden Ross wanted to get him on a stream and said he was going to pay Playboi Carti $2 million to be on the stream and also get him a private jet to go back.
Private jet.
Playboi Carti finessed his way in. He got $1 million and only stayed there for 6 minutes. And Aiden Ross got pissed off and canceled his private jet back.
Okay, that's kind of valid though.
So, in this moment, if you were in Aiden Ross's shoes, what would you do in that situation? Especially with a big time artist like that, because you know his fan base is already crazy.
Yeah. If you're a Cardi fan, I'm gonna immediately assume you're like just like 1 inch off.
He stayed for 6 minutes.
He only stayed for 6 minutes, and Aiden Ross said that he was paying him $2 million. Aiden Ross gave him only half of that, which was $1 million, and he also had a private jet for him. Aiden Ross asked him maybe like 2 questions. Playboi Carti only answered 1. He was dancing to his own music with a mask on during the whole stream, and he left.
That's just like scammer shit, honestly. That's
Yeah,
just
that's what
scammer
it seems
stuff.
like.
Like, if you didn't really want to come, just don't come. But like, don't take advantage of like a smaller creator. You know?
Honestly, Aiden Ross is not a
He's
he ain't small
he's
at all.
not?
Hopping.
Nah, he's he can give him $2 million.
Who's Aiden Ross?
Aiden Ross is that he's white.
You know who
he's a white
Castanet
guy.
is?
Yeah.
He's
Friends with Aiden Ross?
friends with Aiden Ross, but Aiden Ross and Castanet are in the same level of how big they are.
Are they in like Let me look up who Aiden Ross is. Continue.
Aiden Ross actually lived in Woodlake, and I know both of us used to be cool with Aiden Ross back in high school.
That's crazy.
And Aiden Ross is super big time streamer.
Heck yeah, he's a long streamer.
He's friends with Drake.
What?
He was texting Drake when that whole Drake thing happened with his cock being out on Twitter.
Yeah, you could hold a gun to my head. I would not know who this white man is.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen Aiden
I've
Ross.
never seen this man in my entire life.
That's crazy.
I am not on this. I know who Kai Cenat is. I know who his,
See, I don't watch streaming. I don't watch streamers, but I know Aiden Ross due to the fact that I be on TikTok, right? And then I used to watch a little bit of him. I believe his videos would be on YouTube. Back in I want to say 2021, I was watching him.
I think
He's been streaming for a fat minute.
He was on Twitch, and then he signed to Kick, and Kick gave him a multi-million-dollar deal.
Kick?
Kick is a other streaming site, but they could do more. They don't have a lot of restrictions.
Can you guys tell I don't know a lot about streaming?
Yeah, it's fine. That's understandable.
I think I've seen him once. He looks familiar, vaguely familiar, but you could you could line him up.
He also got scammed by 21 Savage during a card game.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
How?
So basically, it was a card game, and some of the cards were scratched, and his homie brought the cards. 21 Savage's homie brought the cards, and the cards were sitting on the table. Aiden Ross turned off to the side real quick. His homie tapped one of the cards. 21 Savage picked it up, and he's all like, "Oh yeah, this one." And I think it was there was betting $500,000, right? And then his chat told him, "Hey, he scammed you." Aiden Ross checked all the cards right in front of 21 Savage. He's all like, "Oh yeah, you scammed me. These are all the cards right here." He's all like, "Oh my bad." And then 21 Savage sent him all the money back. And I guess there's been a little bit of backlash due to that with 21 Savage.
Well,
y'all are some scammers.
Can we just look at these rappers? You can visually just look at them and tell they no good. They got face tats. They look washed out because they're doing all these drugs. They literally
came from the gets.
That's what I'm saying.
So they know what it
these
is.
Are scammers, bro. You should already know they're drug dealers and gangsters. We should already. I feel like we should already know that they're scamming for real. I support it. That's how big. That's because they're big. They did what they had to do. I support it, but that's messed up. The age of the internet. You're gonna get everything on tape. It's a digital footprint forever. So you gotta be sneakier with it, or just get caught and commit.
See, 21 Savage has cooled down when it comes to all of the gangbanging and stuff due to the fact that he's been pretty successful as an artist, because I know from back then where he had the gold teeth in his mouth and him wanting to kill somebody for real. And I remember seeing a video where he was at a birthday party, he had a gun on him. And that was crazy, and it fell out of his pocket. It was crazy. To what he is now, and he has veneers, and he has a good smile. He looks more presentable and professional. He grew his hair out, and it just looks clean cut. He's been hanging out with Drake. It's just you could tell that he's different from what he was back then.
My thing is, they barely started doing that though. It's still deep in there. They're barely starting to they're probably out of their fight and flight mode of just hustling and trying to get big. Now they're okay, I'm cool, I can chill now, I can have my own personality and be silly goofy, because I have been seeing clips of 21 being literally there was one clip of him yelling something, but I can't remember, but
he's 5,000,
yeah,
500,000, 500,000,
yeah,
21,
yelling like that. But it's obviously deep rooted in him already, the fact that he's gangster and he's ready to do whatever he need to do.
But now they can be a little less manly and be kids again and goof around and be silly, because being like that, it starts at a young age. You be 13, 14, I don't know, but they can now be kids again, low key. They have the money, they're in a comfortable space, they don't have to worry about anything. They can develop their silly goofiness again.
Yeah. So do you have any questions, Kai?
No, I don't.
I do have this question. What show do you think would be canceled if it was still running in 2024?
Ooh,
wait, what show?
That's a great question.
What show do you think would be canceled if it was still running in 2024? My answer personally is The Boondocks. The Boondocks would have been canceled. They've been saying, I I watch it obviously because like it's funny as hell, but they say the N word so many times, and then Uncle Ruck has been saying the most racist stuff I've ever heard in my life. He called Barack Obama Baboon Bama.
Oh,
that was real. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, that was a crazy statement, bro. Like when I tell you that show would have been canceled if it was still running today.
100%.
What about you?
I don't know. This is more like on my side. Like, have you guys ever seen The Sopranos?
I've heard about it.
The Sopranos, it's on HBO Max. Oh, excuse me, it's on Max now. But The Sopranos, I was watching it because like I saw a cool edit on TikTok of it, and I'm like, you know what? Let me see what this is about. Yeah, that show would have been raps in 2024. They talk about like mind you, it's really graphic, the way they talk about like women and like them being gangsters and stuff, and just like the things they do and how they like carry and talk about like certain issues and stuff. Like that show would have been canceled after like episode like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
When was it made?
It was made like in the early 2000s, I think.
Oh.
So it would have been raps now.
Yeah.
You know what? Even The Office, like sometimes they'll be like talking about like stuff in The Office, and I'll be like having it running in the background. I'll turn around and be like, who said that? Who said that for real? Because some stuff they talk about in The Office, I can't think of something off the top of my head, but The Office 2 definitely would have been canceled in 2024 if it started like the first season now.
They're making like a show that's like The Office now. Have you guys seen like the ad on TikTok?
Mm-mm.
There's like this show coming out, I think pretty soon, like the next week or so. But it's kind of like The Office 2 with you guys know that show back then.
See a high school teacher?
Yeah.
Black dude?
Yeah.
His brother is that kid from Lab Rats, right?
Yeah.
Leo from Lab Rats?
That one
no, that
show
show's
about
been out for a cool
teachers?
minute.
Oh, okay. So they're just doing like a
No, it's a new season coming out.
Gotcha.
But I know what show you're talking about.
That lady-
It's kind of like it for real.
That lady from BuzzFeed, the shorter lady.
Yeah, I don't know what the show is called. I
Me
need to check it
neither,
out, but I heard it's pretty good.
I hear
It
it's pretty
looks
good.
good.
I see clips on TikTok of it all the time, and I'm
Yeah.
like giggling,
I
kicking
just
my
forget
feet.
what the show's called, and I'm like, how do you watch it?
It looks good though.
I'll figure it out. I know.
We'll figure it out.
I gotta go check it out for sure. I've been meaning to watch it. But what show did you say?
I didn't say a show.
You could say show or movie. I would say.
Yeah,
that.
show or movie. Like first season airing coming out in 2024. What's like the plot?
I think kids nowadays. You guys remember the Sid the Science Kid?
Yeah.
I think kids wouldn't like that nowadays. So I think
Definitely
it would be
not.
canceled.
You don't think so?
Dude,
I
no.
love Sid the
If you-
Science Kid.
You did?
Yeah. Kai,
Oh,
look at me.
no.
Sid the Science Kid was kind of popular for real.
Thank you, Don.
I thought it was tough.
You didn't like
hated
it?
No, sure
Explain
didn't.
yourself.
I don't like it. I didn't like how he was moving. You see, like his hair and
Hey, he
it
was tough.
No, it wasn't.
You know what's funny? They said that Sid the Science Kid looked like Trippie Redd. I was like,
Yeah.
that's for real though. They really do look alike.
Does.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
What
show.
didn't you didn't just like how like it looked visually?
No, I didn't.
No.
I don't even understand what they talked about or why they were at
Science.
school. Oh,
Hence the word Sid the Science Kid.
it's like Bill.
Bill Nye the Science Guy was tough.
That
too.
was better.
Hey, that's crazy. Bro was still like doing his thing. Like I saw him on YouTube recently.
Yeah.
Nowadays, really?
Mhm.
Dang.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. I think he was at a football game, and sometimes at football games they'll have him like ring the bell or something. He was up there ringing the bell.
Making
For the
that
team.
money, honey.
I was like, what the
That's
heck?
so corny.
I was like, that's crazy. I was like, where'd he come from?
Bill just do the bell?
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? I didn't even know like he was still like out there like that for real.
That's like
Alive is crazy.
he's not that
Dude, I
old.
was in like 6th, 7th grade when I found out about him, and he was already old.
Nah, white people just don't age well, bro.
They age like warm milk in like a car, bro.
I wonder how old he is. For real.
How old is Bill Nye the Science Guy?
87.
I'm gonna guess like can we guess? I'm gonna say like I'm gonna say like a good like 66.
Gosh, really? That young?
Yeah,
Dang. I'm gonna say like
I think 66.
78.
78. That's getting up there.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
68 years old.
What?
I was closer, huh?
Yeah, you said 66.
Yeah, he's in his 60s.
68?
He's not that old. He's not that old. He's just gray.
Just looks like that.
Did you guys ever
You
hear?
said he's just gray.
He's just gray. Dude, gray hair makes you look older. I'm
Yeah,
being
it do,
serious.
for sure.
Yeah,
It does.
for sure.
I
You
know
could
somebody
be
in their 40, they got gray in their beard.
yeah.
Huh?
I know somebody that's like 40, they got gray in their beard. They look old as hell though.
Oh.
You could be young with gray hair. It's just like due to stress and
Most
like
definitely.
hormones and genetics. Did you guys ever see the show Beakman?
Beekman.
Beakman? That's like old lore. That was on Netflix for like years. It was kind of like a knockoff of Bill Nye. Bill, but it was Beakman, and he had like a huge like pet rat, and it looked like the Chuck E. Cheese rat.
I'm good.
If you-
Pet rat.
Yeah, it was so much better than it was so much better than Bill Nye. But if anyone out there saw Beakman as a kid, please get back to me. I need to start a group or something.
A group is crazy. You might need to start a group or something. Wow. So, this is the Kai. Do you have any questions left that you wanted to do, or any segments before we move on to the next one?
Oh, what's the jam of the week?
The jam of the week. We'll get to that then,
Oh,
because mine also leads with music too.
okay, go.
So, what artists do you want to release an album the most?
What artist?
Rihanna, Frank Ocean, Tyler the Creator, or Steve Lacy? Which one would you choose to release an album
Out of
this
all
year?
them?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Lacy.
You
Steve
said which
Lacy.
two?
No, which four?
Out of four.
Out of four, which one?
Mm.
You said Steve Lacy.
Dude, give me a good summer again. When he released that album right before summer, that was the album, bro.
I didn't realize
summer.
it was released in 2022 though.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
older, but that was like the album of the year, like for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I want a good bop again. The way those songs made me feel, like if I listen to them now, it like takes me back to the time when we were like waiting for parking at Coachella or like stuff like that. Like
Ready for parking at Coachella?
I'll never do that.
like that was the moment. Like I think of those songs, it takes me back to a certain moment. What about you, Kai?
I say Rihanna and Steve Lacy. I'm picking two.
I said choose one.
I'm picking two.
Choose one. Out of
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm gonna say.
Thank you, Kai. That was
I'm
beautiful.
gonna say Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
I need an album like Igor.
Huh. I need something
That's what I need
good.
like that.
You know how your brain has wrinkles? I need it to like tickle the wrinkles in my brain. I need a good song. I need a good song to tickle my brain. You know
So what's the jam of the week?
What are you jamming to?
I know off the top of my head.
What's your jam?
It's like this underground artist. I used to follow him back in the day, but the song is called. I can't look at you guys when I say it. The song is called "I Was on Molly and She Was on Me," and you
Why
know.
couldn't you look at us when you say that?
I don't know. It's just like a funny title, but like that song has me. You know, in the movies where like something dramatic happens and they're crying and they like slide down the wall and they're like, and they like slide down the wall crying. That's me to this song. Like I want this. It also, the song reminds me of like swimming in the ocean at night. Like that's the vibe it gives off.
Swimming in the ocean.
Swimming
Oh.
in. ¿Qué pasó? Swimming in the ocean at night. Like that's the energy this song like reminds me of.
This is
Go look it up.
my
It's
jam
my
of the
playlist
week.
pick. Sure. And copyright.
Please don't, please don't gas me.
I love that
I
song.
thought that was Kali Uchis.
That's Pink
was it?
Panthers, no? Pink Panthers?
Weird
It's
name.
not.
Wait, what's her name?
Sure.
Solero.
Claro.
Oh.
Claro. She was at Outside Lands. I love Claro.
I honestly thought that was Kali Uchis
Yeah.
when I heard
Did you
it.
listen to her new album?
Kali Uchis?
Mhm.
No.
I do not speak Spanish. I'm so sorry, but
I heard a little bit. I thought it was pretty good.
I did not listen to it.
She was speaking a lot of Spanish.
It's a whole
Yeah.
Spanish album.
Oh.
It's pretty
Did you
good though.
listen to it,
I
Don?
listened to a little bit.
Don's
It was
into the
pretty good.
music. I support it.
I'm just like I like to
It's-
see what it is.
Everyone's saying
for
it's like senora music for our day and age. Like how like my mom used to get up and listen to senora music
it's pretty good.
and like
though.
clean the whole house.
Mhm.
This is gonna be like our senora music, like the Latina girls our age now, like when we're old and cleaning the house.
So that's my jam with Chun-Li by Nicki. Chun-Li.
Don,
You
what's
want to
your
hear it?
No, I'm
Don?
good. I've already heard it.
Don, what's your
I
jam
would
of the
say
week?
mine is Bandit by Don Tolliver. That was it.
I love that song too.
What was your song?
No, where did you hear me say? Oh, let me listen to it, Kai.
I heard it.
I heard it too.
You heard me say. No, I've already listened to it.
No,
I
I heard-
appreciate it. No. Let's clean our ears then. Don't you have a doctor's appointment? Hopefully they clean your ears. So. Shit got
What did I
right
do?
for everybody. You might catch a stray too. So my song of the week is.
Please
I should see it. Yeah,
air it out.
airing it out like Drake, huh? You have seen it. You are lying.
Ew.
I've seen
You
it.
have seen it.
Good.
Oh, you are. Oh no, my
Guys,
stomach.
please.
Okay, my jam of the week is. Wait, if y'all could see it, bro, like
Kai's
he's
like-
literally holding his hip because bro
He's
was like,
no, he's like in a stretcher right now.
that boy's holding on to the hip.
Hat falling off everything.
But my song of the week is Bandit by Don Toliver. I recommend you guys go check that out. It's a banger for the gym if you really need something to really lift to.
Who?
Don Toliver.
What's
It's
the
called
name?
Bandit.
Kelly
Bandit?
Uchis baby daddy.
Bandit.
She looks really good pregnant. If anyone's listening, Kelly
crazy.
Uchis pregnant. She looks beautiful.
By
She's
who?
glowing.
Don
She's
Toliver.
pregnant.
By Don
Wasn't she
Toliver.
just gaslighting people saying, "Oh, I'm not pregnant"?
Dude, she pissed me off.
Said he's a father now.
Don Toliver, that's her baby
Such
daddy.
cap.
Yeah, she was the wrong
Such
dog.
a-
She was like,
Did you say?
every time
So-
we bring her up. Every time we bring her up.
I appreciate.
Every time we bring her up.
Okay, I appreciate the. I appreciate the podcast. Thank you for joining us on the podcast, Vanessa, aka Moonbee Popsicle. I put her Instagram, TikTok, every social media in the
Thank
link in
you.
the description. So go ahead and go check her out. Follow her on TikTok. She posts really good content if you really enjoy a lot of girly pop stuff, comedy, and fashion. If you really need some fashion tips, go ahead and check her out. And thank you, Kyle Land, for joining me for the podcast, and thank you for being my co-host. Thank God for everything that God has provided me with this podcast. And got any final words?
Love you guys. You guys have a wonderful week.
Okay, and final words.
Thanks for having me, guys. I had a lot of fun.
Indeed.
Hopefully we could do this again.
Indeed.
Main host, what's your last words again?
We out. Thank you for watching the Nameless Journey podcast, the best podcast in my home.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to check us out. Deuces.
Bye.